What a sad turn of affairs. There was more to it than just Heldalf and the shepherd Michael. So many factors converged to bring about that disaster.
What happened to that village was so ghastly, you can sort of see how Michael finally came to do what he did. But still, no one except maybe his closest friends ought to buy "I was in the depths of my despair" as an excuse.
Right. The actions he took that day changed the fates of millions.
That's true. It was his thoughtless curse of eternal solitude that paved the way for Kittybeard to become the Lord of Calamity. Without the curse, old Sourpuss never would have hated the world so much. Never would have wanted it to turn into a world of hellions.
You can't blame the people of Highlander Rollins for seeing him as a monster. But I get the sense that deep down, in his own misguided way, he just wants to bring peace to his country.
Some of the blame, too, has to go to the former shepherd for keeping secret the fact that he'd spirited Mautellus away. Because of that, folks who didn't know the true situation wound up desecrating the shrine and causing Mautellus to transform into a hellion.
That's right. If they'd only talked about it more openly, there might have been better understanding and cooperation.
It also looks like the former shepherd didn't really trust anyone other than his own flesh and blood. To those who believed in the shepherd, I can think of no greater wound.
True enough. He may have genuinely wanted every one of them to be happy. But if he never shared this desire with anyone, then...
Regardless of Michael's circumstances, it doesn't change the fact that what Heldalf did was unspeakably cruel. That he would toss strangers to the wolves just to further his own interests.
None of this comes down to black and white, that's for sure.
Well, Mayvin told us just to feel and experience what had happened. We'll go tell him what we felt.
You're back.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure the monolith doesn't get damaged. Your thoughts?
No one involved was fully in the wrong, but no one was really right either. That's how it felt to me.
A useful understanding to reach. Now, your answer.
Sorey, let us hear your answer to this.
My answer is I want to save Heldalf. The shepherd's job doesn't just boil down to quell the Lord of Calamity, or even clean up the previous shepherd's mistakes. When malevolence consumes seraphim and turns them into hellions, we save them. Yet when it brings misfortune and grief to humans, we say they only have themselves to blame. It doesn't seem fair.
So that is your answer.
Dunno if it counts as one.
There are humans out there just like Heldalf. He just happened to play one part in a cascade of terrible events.
I'm not gonna say you shouldn't sympathize with him, but I will say it would strike me as bizarre to completely let him off the hook for the horrors he brought to such a peaceful village. And what he's trying to do now is still messed up, right?
Absolutely. It's wrong, period, and I will stop it.
But even so, you would save this man?
If I won't save humans like Heldalf, who've had Hellionhood thrust upon them, I'll never see humans and Seraphim live in peace.
I see. So then you...
Really are an idiot.
Yep. Sorey is Sorey, and we love him for it.
That's right. He couldn't be anyone else even if he tried.
So, Mr. Teller, that what you were looking for?
For such a man, ending his loneliness would be the sole path to salvation. Do you understand what that means?
Taking his life, I would expect.
Sorey.
Can you carry that burden with you?
Indeed. That, even more than your answer, is the crucial matter.
Right. What's important now is whether you truly will not waver. Or rather, whether you truly believe in your answer and are willing to accept its repercussions.
No matter what happens, and no matter what cost.
Wait, are you asking him to prove his determination in battle?
Put bluntly, yes. In order to defeat one who has been abandoned in time, the bonds of strength must be severed. Show me how that is done.
Defeat the one who has been abandoned in time. You can't be talking about...
How to sever the bonds of strength.
So eternal loneliness is a curse, you say? It makes sense now.
Old man,
Now then, show me! Don't hold back! I certainly won't!
But even if there is a way to sever the bonds of strength,
And if we were to actually use it,
then what would happen to you?
Do you see why it is you waver? Settle this, Shepherd!
Do not let Mayvin's conviction go to waste.
Blade Fang! Earth Dragon Fang!
To battle for your way, demons come forth!
Multiple currents! Richard wins! Rose, get back! Yeah! Blade Fang!
Lord of Fire!
Back off!
Vermilion Crescent!
Sword Flare!
Here, Flame!
Current! Searing Gale!
Calamity Flare!
Return to void! Ha! Frigid Moon!
Burning Echo!
Try this on!
Afraid not!
Blade Fang!
Lord of Fire!
Dragon Fang! Sword Rain! Cut through! Multiple currents! Back off! Look out!
That's bad!
Now you've done it! Try this on! No escape! Oh, holy fountain!
This doesn't look good!
Lord of Water!
they're resilient.
Blue
Don't just
Flurry!
charge in there.
Ocean Blitz! Open the way forth! Here's the
Burning
skies!
Shadow!
Arrow Squall! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow!
Scorched Back! Purgatory of Flame!
3 become 1! Don't push yourself, Lila! Trinity Arrow! Aim and fire! Break down! Break on through!
Look out!
Your words shall make you
Blue Flurry!
vulnerable!
Shatter to lose! Break on through! Aim and fire! Here it goes! Lord of Water! My bow is the heavens! The vortex swallows you! Aqua Limit! Blue Flurry! Breakdown!
Heal my
Burst!
helmet!
Blistering Fangs!
You're
Saints
careless!
Arrow!
Look out!
Healing Circle! Way to get
This is for you!
Aim and fire!
I shall end this!
Rose, get back!
Luminous Saber!
Burst!
Is going to hell!
Breakdown! Break on through!
Violent break!
Pierce the skies!
Time to learn
Arrow
from
Squall!
humility.
3 become 1!
Air pressure! Pass and you!
3 become 1!
Look out!
Trinity Arrow!
Look out!
Ocean Blitz! Open the way forth!
This is for you! You're careless!
You're pretty much
Here it
screwed.
comes! Shatter to lose! Break on through! Spirit Cleansing! Elixir Protect!
Come to my side! Rock Saddle!
Ocean Blitz!
Weak!
That's bad! Gravity
Blue
rules
Flurry!
everything!
Breakdown! Azure Assault!
Pass and you!
Blistering Fangs! Open the way forth! 3 become 1!
Careless!
Trinity Arrow!
Look out!
Iron
Rose!
Curtain! Rocks of protection!
Blue Flurry! Breakdown!
Light the way!
Azure Assault!
Crystal Tower!
Rose!
Have sorry
Blue
about
Flurry!
this! Eat this!
This is for you! Now then! I shall end this! Luminous
You're pretty
Saber!
much screwed.
You're careless!
Whoa!
I was just sleeping. That felt good.
Weak!
Rose!
Embarrassing.
Spirit Cleansing! Elixir Protect! Ocean Blitz! Break on through! 3 become 1!
I like this!
You're careless!
Trinity Arrow!
Healing Circle!
Breakdown! Azure Assault!
Your words shall make you vulnerable! Soul
That's
Fighter!
it!
Awaken
Saints
Rebel!
Arrow! Blistering Fangs! Open the way forth!
Heal my ailment!
Blue Flurry!
Here! This is for you! You're
Rose,
careless!
get back!
That's
Bubble
it!
Arrow!
You're careless!
Pierce the skies! Arrow Squall!
That's it! You're careless!
3 become 1!
You're
Trinity Arrow!
Well done. What I want to see is not a mere display of strength,
So you really are immortal?
You understand by now, don't you, the way to defeat me?
Yes. Turn my friends into attacks with wills of their own, and use those attacks to pierce through the bonds of strength.
What Dazzle said he did.
Then why aren't you doing it? I'm not a Hellion. Even if you make use of that means, your friends will not be consumed with malevolence. You won't admit it. After all, to demonstrate that method upon me is tacit acknowledgement that it is your only option with Heldolf as well.
But Mayvin, isn't there any other way at all?
No. Even Lila's power is not enough to purify one as consumed with malevolence as he is. You should know that.
Sorey. Rose.
If you weigh lives on scales, you will falter at the crucial moment. All the more so if it is your friends' lives in question. But if you do waver, and your wavering leads you to a faulty answer, you may never recover. In this way does virtue become vice.
But if you will die for the answer you truly believe in, even failure will not stop you from rising again. What you should fear is not failure, but rather that fear itself will compromise your belief in your answer.
Lila.
Now then, Sorey.
If you intend to make this a farce, then I shall end it. Show me, not just with words, but with the spirit of belief! I shall end this! Luminous Saber! It is a damned shame, Lila. Unfortunately, it looks like they still don't understand. So, it was all for naught.
No, just a little bit more. Even when they resented their own helplessness, even when they grieved for a fallen comrade, even when evil schemed to lead them astray, Sorey and his companions have pushed ever on, never losing themselves. Knowing fear, but not malevolence, they came all this way to stand here together.
You're really something.
I don't like having regrets, and I don't like giving them to other people either. Don't you forget it.
Sorey, Rose, you paralyzed or something? Going up against Hellions is already life or death. It shouldn't be new to you.
Edna. Zaveid.
It's just as they said, Rose. Sorey, do you remember what I told you? Back at Lady Lake? I didn't come all this way just to be a liability. I said it before. Do I need to say it again?
No.
If the shepherd Sorey truly believes in his answer, then surely may he bring an end to the Age of Chaos.
Then show us. Show us your answer.
Sorey!
Everyone.
You have good friends, lad.
Darn right. Let's go!
Come at me! We!
Lord of Water!
They're resilient. Don't just charge in there.
Mayvin! This is... my answer!
Old man!
Mayvin?
I thought I could hold out until you finished it, but...
Mayvin?
Oh, I'm so sorry it came to this.
You're an idiot too.
You're not wrong, but I have no regrets.
What's going on? What are you saying?
Come on!
It's because I violated the taboo.
If the user breaks the terms of the oath, the special powers granted by the oath likewise vanish.
You should have told us.
Please, Do not blame Lila. She merely did what she believed was right for all of you. And it was my decision to make as well.
I believe too. In my answer. And in my friends. And for their sake, I will not waver in what must be done. So there will be no regrets.
It is time to say our farewells.
I promise. I'll never forget what you've told me, Mayvin. And I'll teach it to others as well.
Sorey, you've... Never did I imagine I would die with others by my side. Thank you.
Let's go!
To Camlon?
Yeah. Maltellus should still be there.
Let's make for Elysia first.
There should be a road there leading to Camlon. We saw Gramps come running when the village fell.
Oh, that makes sense. So Camlon was close to Elysia.
Very likely. That fits with the idea that it was a strategically important location for Highland, Rollins, and the Northern Powers.
Yeah, good point. But it looked to me like the road to Camlon was sealed off.
Yeah, by my mother.
You can cry if...
I told you I'm not going to cry.
Looks like this is the final battle.
Let's end this.
Right on! Hey, Rose. You knew Mayvin from before, right? How did you guys meet?
One time when we were being pursued, he lent us a hand. He even showed us to a hideout without asking any questions.
You must be talking about Tintagel ruins.
Yep, but I never thought the inside would be like that. What? If you got something to say, spit it out.
I just thought that maybe he approached you because he knew you had high resonance. As in, like, he was out to gather information as a storyteller would.
Oh, that sort of stuff, huh?
That sort of stuff?
Yeah. Doesn't matter to me what he was after. He helped us out, and we had a lot of fun together. That's all that matters.
Do you think so, Sorey? He might have had the same intent with reaching out to you, too.
Doesn't matter to me either. To me, Mayvin is just the man who taught me what it means to be an explorer.
Got a problem?
Hey, ease up. You guys are making me look like the bad guy here.
I wouldn't worry too much. You always were.
Give me a break.